Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering, playing Innistrad Midnight Hunt. No, yeah, Quick Draft Innistrad Midnight Hunt. Is this... So this is a really good card. This Briar Bridge Tracker. I'm just kind of mad about it. So, I've uploaded pretty much every draft I've ever done, even the ones that go like 0-3, because I'm like, you should just see what it's like to play the game. But, you know, I have a large backlog, and it would be nice to start getting out some more modern content. And so just the other day, I played a Midnight Hunt draft, and it was abysmal. It was awful. Like, I went 1-3, and it wasn't just like that things went badly. It was just like I never drew, there was one game where I drew 12 lands in the top 15 cards in my deck. Or maybe it was just 11, but it was like unbelievably many. And so I just never played any spells, and then I lost. And there's another one where I kind of like recklessly kept a 2-mana hand first player and didn't hit a third land and, by turn 4 or 5, and it was like, okay, see you later. But it was just like, I didn't even get to play any cards in any of those games. And so I was like, you know what, I just won't upload that one. Why am I telling that story now? Because I first picked in Pick 1, Pack 1, the Briar Bridge Tracker in that pack. And that's the most recent draft I did. And I'm still not uploading it to YouTube. But it's just like the game is taunting me by offering me the exact same first pick. And I'm going to have to take it again. Rise of the Ants is pretty good. But not as good. Yeah, I mean, the Briar Bridge Tracker is the standout pick here, right? Yeah, I mean, Rise of the Ants is close, according to the draft guide. But this is actually really nice. This helps a lot with Coven, which Green-White wants to play. And Green-White isn't amazing, but it was what I played last time. And, it does some cool stuff sometimes. We'll see if it can go better this time. One thing that I didn't notice until, like, partway through, when I was, like, playing, or maybe it was like when I was late in the drafting process. I hadn't realized that, of course, token includes the clue token itself. I was thinking, okay, you need a deck that makes token creatures for this to go off. But actually just the token, the clue token itself can work. So this comes out as like a 3-mana 4/3 vigilance, which is why it's so good. And then, like, when it dies, you can pay mana to draw a card. Really, really nice. Anyway, this is not a good card. These are all the same cards I was offered. Am I going crazy? Ugh. Corpse Cobble? Duel for Dominance? Actually, I think Duel for Dominance is kind of fine, especially in Green-White. And it's not even a bad card. It's like removal that often works, but sometimes doesn't. I think it's the best card here, right? I mean, I don't know. Cobble is not that amazing. Strangler, pretty bad, I think. It's fine. But this Rampage is not good. Clarion Cathars, not particularly amazing. Beto Gangler is fine in the right deck. The Behemoth, I think, is yeah, it's not that great. Oh, Burn the Accursed. That's a good one, isn't it? Yeah, it's about as good as Duel for Dominance. Slightly better. But since I happen to already have some green, I'm going to take the Duel for Dominance. It also means Lefty will be getting a pack with no green cards except this pile of garbage, and we'll hopefully leave that color alone in the future. Flame Channeler. 2-mana, 2/2. It likes burn spells. Well, that's something. What is this Rejuvenator? 4-mana, gain life, ramp. I think I'm supposed to take the Flame Channeler. It's a pretty good card. Well, it says it's okay. Rebirth. It actually says Rebirth is quite good, really. That's a little bit of a surprise to me. I haven't seen much white, so this like green-white idea of like Coven might not pay out. Gale Drifter, I think, is also a pretty good card. Yeah. How about the Rejuvenator? It's okay. I guess I'll take the Rebirth. Okay, sure. What the heck is Flesh Taker? 2 mana, 2/2. When you sack a creature, gain. Oh wow, this like explicitly says the black-white deck is about sacrificing things, and it gives you an outlet to sack things as well. Very nice for that deck. Archivist. It's a fun draw card for blue, especially blue-white. There's so much blue here. I think the Occultist is pretty playable in green-black. Kind of wants to die. It's not an especially good card, but everything else was not that good either. Dreadhound rather, is some exciting top end. If you can play it, you like win the game. But it does cost 6. Still, I think better than all the other options here. And if anything, it's a green-black card. Ooh. Ghoulish Procession. Green-black would sort of like that, no? I mean, kind of? Just like, you know, Diregraph Rebirth and Dreadhound both kind of trigger off of things dying. Dryad's Revival is playable. Blood Pact is probably okay. But I think I'll just take the Ghoulish Procession. It like fits surprisingly well in a lot of decks. Astronomer is meh. Crawl from the Cellar is... I mean, you know, in a deck that wants things to die, it's a thing you can do. I don't have a lot of zombies to put counters on, aside from maybe some decayed things, but I don't expect to get too much of that. I think I'll just take the Hauler as a sort of playable 5-drop. I don't know. Crawl from the Cellar, like, it can be really annoying to deal with. It's a lot of value in a tiny card. Even if you're only putting the counter on, like, maybe even nothing. It's still okay to dig something back out from your graveyard twice with this. Flashback cards in general are just a lot of value. What are these Forgers? 4 mana, 4/3? And if an opponent lost life, it only costs like 1 mana, kind of. Yeah. I think I just need like a 2 mana card that does a little something. There's that Rite of Oblivion coming back. Birdwatcher's fine. Bird Admirer, rather. Bat Whisperer, not really a great fit for the deck, but sure. Cavalry. I don't think we're likely to do that. But it's nice to have some top end that you can switch in if you need to. Tapping at the Window, eh. I mean, Stuffed Bear is not much good either. But it's probably better than Tapping at the Window for this deck. Path to the Festival is fine in case I end up wanting to run more colors. Another Timberland guide is alright. Green seems fairly open. That's nice. What is this? Burn Down the House. 5 mana. Whew. Board clear. Or make 3 1/1s with haste that deal damage to anything when they attack. That's a pretty strong effect. I don't have that much black yet. I could consider running it. We'll see. I mean, Burn Down the House is quite good, isn't it? Burn Down, yeah, 8th best card in the set. And there really isn't anything good here that I want anyway. Yeah, I'll take Burn Down the House and see if we can run it or not. Sun Gold Sentinel. 2 mana 3/2, already good. It eats up graveyard stuff. And for Coven, it can like become hexproof from a color. Yeah, wow. It's pretty strong, I think. Lunarch Veteran, a pretty solid card. What is this? There's just nothing here. Am I taking the Sun Gold Sentinel? Spelled wrong. Sun Gold. It's a pretty good card. I don't think like running white is going to be very easy though. There just was not that much white going around last pack, which means someone was taking it all. And splashing a tiny card like this that requires you to pay even more white mana is kind of tough. But what else am I taking here? Like Moonrise? Where are all my green cards? Raise the Effigy? The Harrier's okay. Like, there's also no black cards here. Like, this is the only green card in the pack, and there's nothing black. So someone must have taken... my understanding is every pack is guaranteed to have at least one card of each color. So someone must have taken the black out of this pack, which I guess was the rare? Or maybe this is a rare. It is, yeah, okay. So they took a black uncommon. Because normally there are 4. And then, oh no, this is the green card. Ugh, yuck. Okay. Foragers, I mean, I don't think they're very good, are they? How good are these foragers? Not very good. The Harrier is just like an okay 2-drop. Stolen Vitality is a cute combat trick, but not very good. And these are all bad. The Harrier is well above the rest. Vampire Socialite, if we wanted to run red and black, I don't think that's very likely. I mean, we have red and we have black right now, but it's tough to run a 2-mana card that's both of those things. Man, I guess Ecstatic Awakener? It's a good card, I don't mind. I'm just like, it's a little bit weird. All the green is just gone this pack. Shadowbee Sighting isn't bad, I guess. Everything else is pretty bad. I could take the Hobbling Zombie, I guess. Or the Perforator if we were going to try to run red. I'd rather have that than the Harrier. But I think Shadowbee Sighting is worth taking. Spellrune Painter. Not, I think, especially good. Brimstone Vandal. I don't think either of those are painters. Yeah, Brimstone. Nah. Okay, I'll take a painter, I guess. Or maybe I can take Might of the Old Ways. Yeah. I think I'll be able to activate Coven relatively often. Maybe not. We'll try, though. Play with Fire. Okay, but we have some actual cards here. We have, like, Midnight Ambush, which is totally fine. Cathartic Pyre is a pretty good removal spell. Right? Cathartic. Yes, quite good. Immolation is not. Timberland Guide is playable, and Evolving Wilds is playable. Basically, we want the Evolving Wilds if we're going to try to run a bunch of these colors. But, like, I guess if we're going to do that, we should take the Cathartic Pyre instead, because it is a better card. I'm not going to run blue, thank you. Festival Crasher, I don't think is going to go off that much. 6 instants and sorceries. Yeah. Let's take a Harrier, I guess. Well, we could stand to have a 3-drop, I suppose. Kessig Naturalist for the werewolves. It's not a bad card. We like adding mana and so on. I just might have trouble getting red in. Red and green on turn 2 is all. I can take the Timberland Guide to be a bit more flexible, easier to play. I think I'm going to do that. This is all bad. How am I at Coven? I still like, I don't know. I have a lot of 1s and 2s, and then I have 4s for 4 mana. I have a couple 4s I can play. And this, I guess, is also a 4, for what it's worth. At night, I have a 3. I'm going to take a Might of the Old Ways again. Perforator, maybe. Actually, is Perforator that bad? This spell is kind of interesting. It's only green on the backside, sadly. Blood Tithe Collector, 5 mana, 3/4 flyer. If opponent lost life, they discard a card. That's a powerful effect, obviously. I think we take it. Yeah. Outshines everything else here. Unnatural Moonrise. I didn't take the other, right? Yeah, and I don't really want this one. It becomes night. How much Daybound stuff do I have? You. So that's it. This is just like, it gives something +1/+0 and trample, and you can draw a card if it hits the enemy in the face. Enemy player. So I don't really think I want that. Another Ecstatic Awakener, or maybe even a Siege Zombie. Like, I do have the Ghoulish Procession is still like a way I would like to go. And the number of red cards we have, like, I don't know. The Awakener is so much better than the Siege Zombie. Oh, also it's a way to make a 4. I forgot about that. I mean, I could definitely, like, cut the red creatures. I don't know how much it's really worth running. Like, splashing for Cathartic Pyre, I think, is fine because you don't generally need to play it right away. Splashing for Burn Down the House is a bit tough because it requires double red. But we do have Path to the Festival if we needed it, which is not ideal, but I could. We could cut some Might of the Old Ways, probably. I don't know. I mean, I guess there's Coven. Keeping in mind, this modifies the power of a creature. before checking for Coven. So it's a little bit easier. Well, I mean, okay. It might be the case that you already have Coven and you want to use this and it would make you lose Coven, but that's not very likely. More of the time, it'll be like you don't have Coven, but then you use this and you do. I don't know. Or there's a Path to the Festival here. I mean, we already have one, but like, would 2 be so bad? Like the Bat Whisperer, I don't know. We have a few things that care about opponent losing life. I don't have that much that cares that like are creatures that are easy to die. I guess there's some. Probably I should keep the Rebirth. Crawl from the Cellar, though, I have basically no zombies. Just the ones that come back with Decayed. Yeah, let's get rid of that. I'm still not sure about these red cards. Let's say I put in Path to the Festival. I think like it's still questionable to run these red cards at all. I'd rather just take one of these black dudes here than take another Evolving Wilds or Path to the Festival. And since I don't have a lot of ways to actually make zombies, except for like things dying, I think I'm just going to take another Awakener. Eat one zombie at a time rather than like require building up a giant mass of them. Farmer's pretty nice. Dryad's Revival? I don't know what else I'm supposed to take. But I don't really want the Revival either. I mean, it's a slow value card, right? This is... You can eventually pay 8 mana and 1 card to draw 2 cards from your graveyard. That's really, really slow. 8 mana, draw 2. Like they wouldn't. That is not a card that has been printed, as far as I'm aware. It is a little bit better than that because you can choose the card. You can like recur your giant threat and so on. But I don't know. I think it might just be like take the Behemoth to try and have some top-end finishers. Naturalist is just so hard to run. Evolving Wilds, I think, is a must here if we're going to take red. Another Evolving Wilds? Like, there's not much else here I really want. The Naturalist would be pretty good if I could run it, but that's hard to do, and these Evolving Wilds are fixing the problems for me. Blood Pact might be okay. Pestilent Wolf is a decent 2-drop, but I have plenty of like what you might call decent 2-drops. Actually, most of them are spells. I think honestly just like 2 Evolving Wilds is enough that I can run these red cards. I don't much want to run any others among them. I think I'll just take another Timberland Guide. Now we're looking at the wheel here. I don't really want Path to the Festival again. But I guess I may as well take Stolen Vitality instead. Arrogant Outlaw is okay. Rejuvenator could fix my color, and it gives me life. And it's a 4-drop, which I don't have a lot of. Sure. The Ruffian is a lot of damage eventually. I don't think I want it though. Plummet, I guess. Alright, so we can cut one card here. Probably it ought to be like, I don't know, Might of the Old Ways. It's a very, like, I don't know, it could be Bat Whisperer, I guess. Well, okay, 2 might be a bit too few if I want to cast a double red spell. It would mean that every Evolving Wilds would, like, have to... I would have to dig up every single mountain in my deck to play this, which might be hard, because I might want to spend Evolving Wilds on something else. I guess I do have also the Dawnhart Rejuvenator. I think this is probably okay. It's a very questionable deck. Bird Admirer? Is there some reason to cut it for like a Brimstone Vandal? Brimstone Vandal would help with my cards like Collector and so on. There's another one around here somewhere. The Bat Whisperer. But I don't have a lot of reach anyway, so I think having Bird Admirer is fine. Alright, we're going to try to run this. It seems bad. Oh, ends in a couple days. Okay. Hopefully not as bad as the draft that I decided not to upload. That was very sad. Temple of Ripken? I don't know who or what Ripken is. This is a pretty nice hand. I could just pick up red with this. And then I have a 2 and a 3, and all the colors I want. Click. There we go. Opponent has double red, but no plays. It's a little bit unusual. Maybe they're gonna zap this? No? You are a 3-2. I want my farmer out. But I don't see any reason I couldn't attack first. If they want to block, they're welcome to. And the farmer is what I'm going to block this with anyway. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I should be holding this back to block. Because I'd rather keep the farmer alive than keep this alive. Huh. Okay, sure. I didn't realize the synergy between Farmer and Evolving Wilds. I keep thinking it's a basic land, but it's not. Okay, yeah, you can have it. Okay. Well, you know, I got in 2 damage against them. If I held this back to block, I would have taken 1 more damage. They would have taken 2 less, but I'd have a 2-3 instead of a 2-2, which would be pretty cool against this. Do I need a 4th mana right now? Yeah. kind of do. Let's attack. I don't imagine they're blocking. And then I can play the Bat Whisperer if I want. Or just the Shadow Beast sighting to actually block. I don't know, I like the idea of making a 4-2, and I don't mind that the 4-2 just trades for their 2-2 because I got a flyer out of the deal. Although maybe I would actually wait. Yeah. Because I can probably... I can Coven next turn, right? Yeah. So a 6th mana would be nice to play a 2 and a 4. How does this work? If you have Coven, put a counter on it. Okay. So... Oh, there's only 5 mana. It wouldn't be 6. What am I thinking? Okay, well, I don't need 5. And I can't... Oh, maybe I should have played this land instead. Having two greens might have mattered, actually. I'm just going to play the Shadow Beast sighting, having made that play. Of course, now I don't have Coven. Nice card. Fortunately, I do have Duel for Dominance. So let's dig up green here. I can get the second red later. I guess I was about to play another green here anyway, and so maybe that could have been my second red. But I need to play this to activate Coven. Well, I don't have to activate Coven, but I'd like to. And just, like, make this guy a monster? Why did I thought I needed 6 mana this turn because I was going to play a 4, but I couldn't because that would turn off Coven, right? So I think I should have not played a Forest, but instead played this. Then I could have 7 mana next turn. I guess I don't have to kill this right now. They have enough mana to get in once, which I don't really like. I think I want... this is fine. Attack with 4-2? Is that any good? It might be alright. If they want to trade their 3-2 for it, like, that's fine with me. Right? And this is tough to defend with because of the first strike. I don't know, everything's tough to defend. I kind of have to let this in. Yeah, I'm going to not attack, I think. I think they would just trade with their 3-2, and that's, like, acceptable, but not great. So why push for it? It's night now. I do have 7 mana if I want it. Or indeed 8, but not 9. Okay. Well, so Duel for Dominance on this is looking pretty alright. The Shadow Beast can wait, right? I definitely have Coven. 1, 2, 4, 5. Yes, okay. This creature and that one? No, wait a minute. They have enough... They have enough mana to pump this up to kill me in response. So it would be a trade. Well, this would be 6/6, yeah. It would be a trade, but if I'm going to do that, I'll just put the counter here and trade my weaker creature, right? Make it into a 5/3 and then trade it? This thing's scary enough, I don't mind getting 2 for 1. I have a pretty good board. Midnight Ambush. Okay. Well, the duel missed. I guess I'll just dig up red now, in a sense, like waiting around. What is your deal? Lunar Frenzy, maybe? Does that give trample as well, or just haste, or just first strike? Lunar Frenzy. First strike and trample. Okay. If you're gonna use your combat trick, use it to kill my crummy creature, please. Nope. Alright. Well, I can't do anything at the moment. They have enough mana, this thing can start attacking. Okay, I don't really need this. See what combat trick you have in mind here. Oh, right. I keep forgetting they have combat trick just built into their stupid creature. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Okay. I know this creature can do it, but at night it can affect all of their creatures. I don't really need this clue token. I have these tokens, so let's just draw. Get in some damage while they're tapped out. I think just pass here, right? Turn it back to night so you can keep doing that. Yeah. Come on, what's with all these lands? I mean, at least this time I've drawn 34 cards before hitting, what, 6, 8, 10. But it was actually only 9 lands because I drew one of the Evolved Wilds twice. So 9 lands out of 24, pretty reasonable number. I just like, my opponent has one big creature that I can't do shit about. Could attack with the Occultist, but I'd rather just use it to block. The fact that they were able to counter my Duel for Dominance killing this is a huge deal. Does that trample? No, it does. So you can get +2/+0, huh? Make it a 5/1. Yeah. I would like to avoid taking life damage this turn. So maybe I just block like this. It throws away a 4/4 in exchange for them getting a counter, not getting a counter on this, but I really don't want them to get that counter. So I think that's worth doing. Whoa. It's a really strong effect. I wish I had something with 6 toughness. Could I get that? I could draw another Timberland Guide, right? If I do nothing and they attack, I think I can handle it. Let's wait a bit. Like, if nothing else, I can just throw the Novice Occultist in and see if they develop more creatures to try to kill me. There's the guide. So I could make this a 6/6 to actually survive. Wait, how did I lose? Oh, I lost life from my... Yeah, I see. Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Play this and then burn down the house? That's pretty funny. How much mana do I have? 9. So I could easily play both of these and make this a 6/6 as well. And then burn down the house. And it's day, by the way. So they can't really do anything to me. Okay, now. We could attack with these 3 creatures. But I think I would much rather just kill everything and then attack with my 2 6s. Here's hoping it, like, works. If they can keep their creatures alive, I'm pretty ruined. Okay, not much I could have done about that. I'll keep both of these in hand. I just can't imagine myself needing more mana. And it's nice to threaten some spells. Oh! So good! I can pick back up the Dreadhound. Twice! On the other hand, do I need to? Probably. Because they might put down a creature and... yeah. Oh, I could even make a 7/6 Menace instead. But I think the Dreadhound is better. Where is it? No. There it is. I think that's pretty good. Almost out of cards, by the way. So a menace creature might have been better. Do I have anything with like haste or something that I could bring back? No. Okay. All right, well, burn down the house plus making a couple 6/6s was pretty great. I would like to do that again. I have a 2-drop, and if I got a mana, I would have a 3-drop, but this is just not a very playable hand, I think. This is a lot more reasonable. I don't know whether I'm going to be so greedy as to keep the Dreadhound. I probably should, because it can just win the game, whereas the Bat Whisperer, like, I don't know, doesn't really do much. And so this is something I can kind of wait around for and hopefully do eventually. Opponent's blue-white, so we expect spirits and disturb and all that stuff. Flashing something? Startle. Fine. Just throwing away the zombie? Okay. And we're already almost at Dreadhound, by the way, because this gives us mana, which can be black. Ah, they wanted to play that. Got it. Well, I may as well kill it, I think. No, that's so short-sighted. The 2/2 doesn't really do anything right now. I want to make sure that, like, whatever real threats they land can be killed, and Dreadhound will give me enough, like, oomph that this will be a really big removal card. I guess I should have attacked first. But I don't want to attack at all, so this is fine. I'd like to save creatures dying until such time as Dreadhound can benefit from it. If possible. Alright, I guess we just like... I don't think we do just run out the Dreadhound, actually. Against blue-white, they could easily be holding up a counter. I'm just going to develop a big enough board that they're not going to be happy, and they'll want to do something about it. And then when they do something about it, that's when I play the Dreadhound. What now? No, nothing. Okay. Still nothing? Curious. Okay. Sure. Just stopping some damage, or you have some other plan in mind? Okay. I still don't really want to play Dreadhound yet. The counter spells cost 3 mana. Although one of them does cost double blue, actually. I could try it. Right, like what are the counter spells again? There's 3 of them, right? Counter target spell. Cover up, dissipate, and flip the switch. Yeah, that's the one I'm worried about, is flip the switch. I think we'll just let him keep kind of doing nothing. Sure. Okay, they get more of these. That's pretty cool for you. Alright, they still have enough to flip the switch if I let them, I guess. Huh. I don't know. Maybe I'm playing too scared? But they've been leaving mana open and playing no cards. Like, I think... Okay, this is nice. You gonna tap anything or let me attack? I don't totally mind if they double... Oh, look, they can't kill this by double blocking. Yeah, because they have this one's tapped. This is a 0/2, not a 2/2. So this will activate a creature that they want to counter as well. They're really trying to keep counterspells open, I feel like. That, like, they didn't tap my stuff. They're leaving just enough mana open. They're not playing any cards. I think this is getting countered. Does that mean I want to play it? I don't think I have to. Like, the board is fine. I challenge you to do something to the board. I don't know. At some point, they're going to have enough mana that they can play a meaningful creature and still hold up a counterspell. Like now, for example. But, I don't know. Are you playing another search party, Captain? Pretty cool if you do. Yeah, okay. It's gonna be pretty embarrassing if I lose this game, like, with plenty of stuff in my hand to win and just, like, never played any of it because I was afraid they would counter. And this is a nice card to have. Gonna put it here. I'm willing to trade this off. But I want to hold this one back this time, because I actually do want to have the mana. I think. Maybe not. Maybe just doing damage is enough. Yeah. Let's go for that. This isn't really necessary, I guess. It is, because as soon as this bounces, I won't have Covenant anymore. Okay, there's the flip the switch they were sitting on all this time. They might have more. Is it a wolf? No, it's a dog. They might have more, but I'm gonna play something here finally. The Dreadhound, I think. Another search party captain would be pretty funny. No, okay. These are a little bit annoying. Could just play this out again. I mean, they could have another flip the switch, but I'm not going to worry too much about that, I think. Yeah. A bit annoying, but I do have more meaningful creatures. I don't know, with all these trappers, maybe I just can't do anything? Ooh, man, I wish you'd killed it. It's in my graveyard. The tracker is pretty good? How much mana do I have? 7. So I can't play any 2 spells, huh? Let's play a 3/4, I guess. Or maybe play this because it gives me more mana? Plus they already know I have it. I like gaining life. If they're going to spend all their mana tapping my stuff to get in 2 damage, well, okay, just tapping this, I guess. Oh, but they can spend the mana on my turn. 7, 8. This would be 9. They are just going to pay to tap it all. That's fine, I guess. Do I attack with this? They could tap it freely, I think. What are they holding mana open for? They have 7 mana. Why didn't they tap this? Because they don't need to? They can just let it attack and block? But aren't they a little afraid of a combat trick? Maybe? I don't know. I'm not going to block with this, so I might as well attack. If it gets the damage in, it'll be funny. Just a land. No need to pick anything up right now. Let's go to combat, see what they tap. Well, actually, I guess I maybe should have tapped this first to play a thing, and then I'd have a bit more mana. But I still wouldn't have enough to do play this twice, which is what the only thing I would care about. Ah, if I make that a 3/3, I won't draw a card. So that might have been another reason to play this first. This is okay, though. I don't care if they get a 1/2 flyer. It's the 2/1 was scarier. It says 5, but actually it's 7, right? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't really want to play it now. Normally I thought it showed the flashback cost up here. I guess maybe the point is they don't have to tap so many things to get through damage with a flyer. They're not attacking. They could have tapped something. They didn't. How badly do I want a clue? Like, do I want to draw? Not that badly, I think. I think I want the 4/3 more. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. They're not... All their creatures have 2 toughness, and they're not letting me get in for face damage anyway. Let's take the card. Six, 9. This would be 10. I don't need a 10, so I can just go to combat here. Okay, now they're not threatening damage anymore. That's a nice little burden gone. Why does this now say 6? Oh, because creatures had died. I'm so... Ugh, okay. Shouldn't it be discounted by 2? Didn't 2 creatures die? Oh, no, one of them was exiled, I see. I could kill one of their things. But I think discarding and drawing is really nice. Maybe I shouldn't have played that swamp at the beginning of this turn, huh? I'm just going to pass. That doesn't do much right now. But I don't need to do much. I just need to, like, wait for them to die. Not the 2/4? I guess because if it attacks, it gets tapped. Okay. Oh, you know what? Burn down the house to attack face is probably a good idea. Right? Making the devils, just so I have more things that can attack. I maybe could have done that sooner. And I should target the 2/1 with the removal. The 0/2s I would rather kill, but they can just respond by tapping. Actually, no. None of my stuff is tapped right now. I just... Like, this guy is going to be a nuisance even if he lives. Even if he dies, whereas these guys will not. Oh, they didn't even bother tapping something. Alright. Well, they certainly dragged it out. I think I did well to play around the flip the switch in their hand. You know, just get in 4 damage a turn for a while. Wait for them to do something, and then when they finally... And then I gave them something that was, like, decent to counter, but not, like, amazing. It turns out they had a different way to deal with this, which, oh well, but I don't think I gave away too much by trying to play around the counterspell. There's a lot of ways you can play around a counterspell, right? What I was doing there was trying to just, like, don't play any cards, which I guess is not really the most sophisticated approach. You can sometimes just, like, well, if they have, like, 1 counterspell and I have 3 insane cards, just play an insane card. Like, if they counter it, who cares? You know, just run out their counterspell resources. You can also try overloading them with medium threats that they don't want to counter. But in this case, I was just relatively content to wait. I had the board. Let's see what they can do without playing any spells. I was a little surprised. Didn't they, like, chump block with their 2/2s a couple times? I wonder if not doing that might have helped. Maybe they didn't. Onisige? Onisige? I don't know. This is a bit slow, but I have a 3 and a 4. And I'm on the draw. Uh-oh. Alright, it's just a silver bolt, not like an ecstatic awakener or something scary. The bolt's annoying, but ooh, that's pretty good. I could be in a little bit of trouble here. Although, actually, the Bird Admirer is a great counter to that. Although, they do have Silver Bolt. I guess play the red? Because I'm not going to need double green. If I need double green, I can just play another green. I'm not going to need triple green, right? So we'll see. Do they want to bolt and attack? Or rather attack and then when I block, bolt? If they do, it's fine. I have a 2/4 on the next turn. Are they just going to, like, outright kill it somehow? Whoa! Oh, it's a werewolf. I forgot. Okay. I thought it was only going to do 3 damage, and then, but sure, that's fine. Loving that life gain, loving that 2/4 body. You might as well attack with the 2/2, right? Scare me. Now I know they don't have a combat trick. If they had attacked with it, you know, it's coming back anyway, so what's the harm? I could fish the Bird Admirer back out with this. I think I'd rather just play the Awakener. I don't know what I'm going to do with him. Did I cut Ghoulish Procession? I guess I did. So this guy's maybe a bit worse. I don't really have anything to feed to him, actually. Scary. Although my 2/4 does a great job against it. Oh, I can't pick it back up now. Oh. That's what I was gonna do. You should have waited till I activated. No, but because I can do it in your end step. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm behind this game for sure. Huh. Would you look at that? I think I wait one turn on this so that I can play it and then also play Diregraph Rebirth on the same turn to get me... Oh, I already can do that, can't I? Because this is mana. As long as I tap this to activate Burn Down the House. So... Swing with the 1/1 first, see if we can get in 1 damage, then blow up the board and bring back a 2/4. They might let it in because it threatens to... Yeah. I mean, they still have a good hand compared to mine, but they invested a lot in that board, and I was able to just blow it up, which is nice. What are you? You're just a 2/1 that disturbs into a 2/2 flyer Death Touch. Sure. This is a great draw, obviously. Alright, they countered it. That's fine. I can pick it back up again in the future. They know I can do that. So they'll be a little reluctant to let me get damage in. Maybe not. I could just kill this, but that sucks. I don't want to do that. I don't want to give them a 2/2 Death Touch flyer. What am I thinking? Okay, I guess I'll do that. Or I could kill the zombie. I don't know. This flying Death Touch guy is a big menace, I think. Well, I can't do damage with this, but I can still get a 3/4 flyer on the board. How dare you? Alright, I'm still gonna lose this, I guess. I don't know. Maybe Dreadhound could turn the tide somehow? I haven't milled. No, if I had milled him, I'd be putting him back into play, of course. I guess just swing with this? Kind of sucks. They might very well block just to replay the thing? No, okay. Why are you willing to trade now? I think you... Well, okay, you killed my 1/1. Sure, congratulations. attack with, like, maybe I should have put the counter here. I'm kind of hopeless at this point. Maybe I should be playing more carefully, but yeah, even Dreadhound is no good right now. They have 5 in the air. What am I supposed to do? It looks close, but I don't really think it was. They're just playing greedy to finish off the game quickly. Huh. Huh? I mean, can't be too mad. Why are these all... Oh, one of them's exiled here, yeah. How did you get exiled? I don't remember that. Flip the Switch doesn't exile. Did I exile something? No. What's the Bird Admirer doing? Oh, they ate it with one of these cards, didn't they? Diagraph Horde. Yes, okay, I remember. So I'm thinking the Ecstatic Awakener should be cut here. I realize this game he just like doesn't do anything. He's a 1-mana 1/1 with no upside. I don't have anything for him to eat. And I have 2 of them. Oh, I still have the Ghoulish Procession. I haven't drawn it a single time. Huh. I thought I might have cut it. Crawl from the Cellar, maybe? Since it seems more common that I have like a big creature that I want back than that I have something for the Ecstatic Awakener to eat. Sure. And the land mix, I think, has gone fairly well. We haven't been too color screwed very often. And the red cards have definitely been worth it. I mean, I don't have any green, or any forests, but I also don't have any green spells, so I guess this is fine. I'm not even sure which of these to start with. I think the Occultist, but I don't really know. On some occasions, this will get in 1 damage. But on the other hand, on some occasions, they'll kill it before I can get the Procession down, so... Combat trick, or what? Yeah, that's fine. It just means more zombies for me. I'm gonna kill the creatures 1 turn at a time instead of all at once. I'll play this over playing Midnight Ambush. I don't think there's any rush to kill that. And I also don't think there's any need to attack with that. It enables this, it enables other stuff I might get later. Oh, I started the day-night cycle as well. That's good to notice. Good work, Bird Admirer. Ooh, okay. combat trick again? I'm not so sure I'm ready to sack my 1/4 to that, to a combat trick. I'd rather wait a turn until I either have a bigger creature or a combat trick of my own. Okay, combat trick of my own, it seems. Hang on. If I play this, I can have, yeah, this can give me Coven. As long as I put it here. Because when I don't have any more green. Okay, but I have Midnight Ambush for when they try their trick again. Okay. They keep giving me more zombies by doing this stuff on my turn instead of on the end of theirs. That's fine. I could have killed something before they could attack, so I would save the face damage here. But then they would be able to combat trick with the remaining one. This way, when they try to combat trick, I can kill it. They're not going to. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So, we pass turn here. And now Midnight Ambush kills the 6/5. I mean, so even does Might of the Old Ways, but if they have a combat trick, then I guess it doesn't. Could use a 5th land, for sure. Egg. That's pretty scary. They're playing it pre-combat, which suggests a... No? Florian. 3 mana, 3/3, first strike. Okay, the more life they do to me... They get, like, quasi card draw. Okay. This is real bad. I don't even know what I'm supposed to kill. They have 3 serious threats. I think I have to kill this one. Because this takes a lot of work for them to activate. And this I can handle in other ways. So I think we just say, get out of here. Okay, and as it happens, we drew Burn Down the House. Not so sure I want to use it. I mean, not right now. I think I can afford to play the Behemoth right now. Not afford to, but like... It's a good way to get a little bit more board presence. Oof. Taking a lot of face damage. Oh, I have to block here. I can replay the Behemoth if I want, but it's tempting to try to burn down the house first, isn't it? This thing is pretty close to going off. Yeah, I think I'm just going to kill everything on board here. Even though it means I can't quite bring something back this turn. It did have to happen now before I get killed. Still very much in danger. Six mana. This is 4. This would be... Are there any lands in here? No. I think it's worth a shot to not play this yet. Play the farmer first. But... Oh! I would need more green. No, it's more important to get the 7/6 back. Okay. In that case, I don't think there's any need to attack with this just yet. And these zombies are going to make this cheap enough to cast even if I don't draw land. Okay, I'm not dead yet. Wait a minute, what? Moonrager Slash? You could have just killed me? What? That's like highly insane. Swing with everything, so they have to block. I think that's good. Yeah. Actually, they can't block because this is lethal. Or if they block here, I guess they live, but... They just missed lethal and then I killed them. I don't know what happened. Why? Did they think this could only target creatures? It's a lightning bolt. And I was at 2 life. You could have just shot me in the face. Well, you know. Take your wins where you can get them, I suppose. That deck put on a lot of pressure. We just barely made it out of there alive. Tina. It doesn't look like a Tina. What do I know? This is okay. I have all my colors. I have a 2-drop and a 4. And like a big board wipe someday, maybe? Oh, opponent's mulliganing. I hadn't noticed that. Okay, this is threatening. I wonder why it says target creature instead of target creature you control. Like, just because this effect will always... What if... Ah, right, you get to target it, but okay. I'm killing this. I was thinking, what if you, like... you played this, and an opponent killed it in response. Would you have to put a counter on one of their creatures? No. Because you choose... This effect goes on the stack first. You choose how to target it. And then, before it resolves, they can respond. They can't make you re-aim. Great draw? Although, I mean, actually against this board, I think it just trades for their 1-drop. Ah, no, they're tapping too much. Okay. Gosh, putting a counter on this is really nice, isn't it? If I make this a 5-4 and then fight their 1-1 so that it can't get some first strike tricks, right? 4 is a magical number of toughness right now against these two. I can only play 1 green spell this turn. That's true. Maybe better to just play a 4-4 then. I could have swung. Yeah. I don't think I even want to trade this for both of those, which is what could happen if they triple blocked. Wow. That's a surprise. Who runs that card and who points it at a clue? First time drawing this as well. I guess I did actually just put that back into the deck somewhat recently, so that's not such a surprise. I guess I will attack with the 4-3. Dare him to triple block? Oh, or actually they could have just single blocked with the wolf. Whoops. But they're giving me credit for a combat trick, which I do have, in fairness. But I should have probably played this first and put a counter on something. I guess I'm putting it on the 4-4, though. I attacked with that, like, kind of half expecting it to die and get it back with Crawl from the Cellar. But I'm fine, even happier, really, with the way things actually went. Oh yeah, I want to try to get this to 6 toughness. Right. That would be quite nice. So maybe I actually Crawl from the Cellar a Timberland Guide? Just to put another counter on? What are you? You're blowing up your own mountain to get 2 lands. Not only that, your untapped mountain. What is happening? Like, your your hand is empty, and you said, I know, I'm going to spend my removal spell on ramp. It just doesn't make any damn sense to me. I could kill one of their things, but I don't much want to. Cathartic Pyre is nice. Of course, I could just use, like, Crawl from the Cellar on this guy after the Burn Down the House goes off. I could do both. I don't know. I think, like, it's almost impossible to lose now. So I'm just going to play whatever. Like, specifically, I guess I'll just play nothing. Well, I still don't really know what's happening here. Okay. Okay, so now I think I can blow up several creatures, right? Cathartic Pyre and Duel for Dominance. To kill, like, you and you? Or you, maybe? And then I'll just have too much of the board. Then I can, like, yeah, I can burn down the house for creatures and attack, and that'll be lethal. None of them are zombies, so Crawl from the Cellar doesn't do anything. Weird game. They could have killed, like... You can kill practically anything with that card, right? Or it's in their exile. Artifact, enchantment, or land. Oh, it can't target creatures. That makes it a lot worse. Yeah, okay, that's maybe not so great. But okay, in that case, like, why was it in your deck? I don't know. What was this deck doing? They also made some weird tactical decisions. Like, I think they should have killed my 4/3 at some point. I think I gave them multiple opportunities. One, I think they could have just traded it for the 1/1, or maybe I avoided that. But, like, they definitely could have double traded it for the 2/1/1s. I don't know. Just weird. Frank. Even going second, I don't think I can keep this. Can I? Maybe. I have the right colors. I have a 2-drop and some removal. I have like 3 turns to draw a land for this. I think I'll try it. Easy. What color should I pick with this guy then? Do I need double green already? Not really. So I think I'll just take a black. Maybe even a red. A red is probably wrong. By the time I have burned down the house, something else will have happened. I'm just gonna take a black. Alright, there's my green. And we're off to the races. The hand has turned out quite nicely. Midnight Ambush, I guess? Fine. Black, white. And now we get out my defensive creatures. I mean, I guess I'm getting combat tricked, but I don't want to allow them to do 3 damage and then play something that's like, when an opponent lost life, win the game. So I'll trade this card for a combat trick. That's fine. Means they're not doing something else. Okay, that's actually a really cheap combat trick. They maybe could do something else, but they're not. Okay. Oh yeah, this is another reason not to have fetched up red, because I already have double red with these two. This could die. You know, I might still want a second red, but... If I'd known that their combat trick was Blade Brand, I would have waited to block with this, probably, because then at least it, like, still kills the 3-2. But Blade Brand is not a popular card to play. I'm not too worried about playing around it. There were just a lot of combat tricks where it wouldn't really matter which one I blocked with. What? Leeches? Okay. I don't think that's a big problem. I accept the leeches. It activates this stuff, though, doesn't it? Or no, it's on my turn. So stuff like this doesn't work. Yeah, I don't know. Just attack, whatever. They don't gain life, do they? They do. Okay. That's a little annoying. So my life total is going to be in a bit of peril here. I think the Curse of Leeches is actually pretty good in this position. I probably shouldn't have even attacked with the 2-4. It turns this thing on. I thought it didn't, but I don't know. I'm just going to kill their thing, I guess. I could have done that on my turn before attacking to stop them from blocking with it, but I would have been pretty happy if they had blocked with it. I always forgot it has this like draw ability as well. Anyway, I'll just kill this. Good, good. This thing didn't get to go off. I'm happy about that. Could really use like a medium-sized, maybe even a small creature. I think a small creature would be a good draw right now, because then I could Coven up and keep going face. Like I want to be able to play the creature and also play this, is why I asked for medium. Not specifically because of Coven things, but just because I want to like play a creature. But what's the plan? Okay. I guess we just attack with the 2/4 then? And if they attack with the 3/2, I'm letting it in. I think. Maybe I could double block with the 1 power creatures. But I don't really want to lose them both. Okay, they didn't attack. They wanted leeches. Well, well, well. Leeches you shall have, I think. I think we just Coven. Problem is, it is a fight effect. So if I trade here, I'm actually like getting 2 for 1. Or I guess I can Might of the Old Ways and also Duel for Dominance to make this a... a 7/5 this turn? I think I just do all of that at sorcery speed, right? I don't want to let them block. This will Coven, yes, correct. Midnight Ambush would be pretty horrible. Well, I could respond by dominance there. Get out of here, you damn leeches. And I'm empty-handed. But it's sure been exciting, hasn't it? And this thing's actual stats are now 5/3. So it doesn't want to attack now. Yeah, definitely daytime. I played like triple spell that turn, didn't I? I guess, yeah, triple including this guy. Okay, we'll see if they have something to deal with flyers. Okay, some fight spell that kills that. Eaten alive, that's cool. But if you attack, I'm double blocking for sure. Yeah, okay. None of us care about night, right? Unless you have Olivia's Midnight Ambush. It was triggered by this thing, which is long gone. This 2/2 bat is pretty cool. I kind of undervalued the Bat Whisperer's ability to make a 1/1 flyer in a deck that has like 4 of these guys. Crawl from the Cellar, the Outlaw? Is that all you have in your graveyard? I guess it is. Sure. Just make loads of those guys. But they don't do anything. I wonder if you maybe should have just waited on Crawl from the Cellar. Oh, so good. I don't know what's in their hand, but I want them to discard it. Cool. Happy to be rid of that. And have another big flyer. Have another flyer, which, unlike the other one, is big, maybe? I mean, 2/2 flyer is respectable. They don't seem to have any, like, removal? Did they play? They've played Eaten Alive and Midnight Ambush. I guess I've just had enough creatures that they couldn't do all that they wanted to do. Why? Yeah. Midnight Ambush is great to have. Like, I can see that your hand is empty. That attack would have made no sense. I'll play a Swamp. This deck sometimes wants to play a lot of spells in a turn. Right, if we get the Diagraph Rebirth sometime soon, being able to like play that frequently. It just occurred to me, like, you could actually play it twice in one turn if there was a big massacre on the board, right? Play it for, like, I mean, perhaps as little as 2 and then 2, right? That's not going to do anything. Croft Cellar costs what, 4? And these guys cost 3. So to be able to get it back and then also like use the Arrogant Outlaws effect, I don't know. I don't understand what they're up to. You have nothing in hand, right? You're just trying to trigger the Unruly Mob, I guess? That's fine. You can have it. I even could have blocked here to intentionally lose the Novice Occultist. But I don't much want to. An opponent could actually deny me that by assigning all 3 damage to the Timberland Guide if I triple blocked. Yeah, sure. I don't know why you were so keen to do that, but you've done it. I'm fairly sure, like, there's a game setting to let you manually assign damage when you're damaging multiple things. And almost always, you just want to assign auto-assign combat damage. So if a creature of yours is in combat and has the opportunity to deal damage to more than one target, either because it's being blocked by more than one creature, or because it has trample and has leftover damage that could go to face or the planeswalker you were attacking, you must assign at least enough damage to the front blocker to be lethal. And then, at least, if you have any left over, you must assign all of it to the second blocker until you have lethal on that, and so on. But you can always, if you want, assign excess combat damage to the first blocker. Say there's a reason you don't want to kill the second one, or you don't want to hit him in the face. You can overkill the first creature if you want. It's so rare to do that like the auto-assigned combat damage is something that I don't think I've ever like been worried about. And I think you can just turn on full control if you need to fix it. But the point is, like, if they attack with a 3/2, it doesn't do anything. I think I have to mulligan this, actually. This has a 2-drop and a 4-drop, I guess. If they attack with a 3/2 and I block with a 1/1 and a 1/2, saying I really want my whatever creature to die, they don't actually have to kill it. You know, I think in this case they would have killed it, but I didn't really want it. But it's just like a thing worth thinking about. I don't know. An interaction that doesn't come up very often when you choose not to kill something that you could kill. I'm actually going to play this guy first. Because I'd much rather get a counter on him and have a 1/1 for this guy to eat. I don't have anything to do on 3 specifically anyway. I would just be playing this guy, then this guy, or this guy, then this guy, and there is an order that I definitely prefer. I mean, opponent is definitely putting me under some pressure. But next turn we can make this a 5/5, or we could make a 4/4, and that should help a lot either way. That's pretty scary. Max damage to any targets. X would be 2. Okay. Activate only once each turn, but it doesn't have to be as a sorcery. So I can wait till it attacks to flip this guy. And then next turn, I can duel for dominance to kill it. Let's just pick up a red. This thing's still a problem. Oh, when it dies. Oh, cancel, hang on. Pass the blockers first? Does that help? I could block here with the 1/1, block here, and then if they have a combat trick, I'm utterly ruined. I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, I'm going to double block this way. Not that the double block really mattered. They're going to combat trick me? Probably? Yeah. Okay, I guess I'm dead then. I can make a 4/4, but they still get in for 7? Yeah. 8 actually. Well, 7. Alright, I guess that's game over. The 4-mana 4/4 is pretty bad. 4-mana 4/4 flyer. They also had, like, I mean, you know, decent creatures. I made it night for them. Not that I could really help it. It would have been a lot better if I could have played the Awakener on turn 1 instead of 2. But obviously I didn't have a swamp, so I couldn't do that. Because then I could have played this, and then on turn 3 had the flip ability. And that would have let me maybe deal with some of the damage a bit sooner. Oh well. The deck's been doing pretty well. I mean, obviously, it's at 5 wins. That's not bad for me. Considering how many 2s I put out there. Can't play this hand. Nothing to do until 4. Would really love to see opponent mulligan. You know, that's sort of always true. This is better. And send back a forest. None of this stuff particularly needs a lot of mana. This way I can pick up black. What are they thinking about? In their end step? They must have put a stop in here, because normally if you pass in your second main, even if you have an instant you could use, the game passes through your end for you. Because there's usually not much advantage to you of doing something in your end step versus in your main. It's more of an advantage for your opponent to do that. I don't know what's going on. Red, white, nothing. Kind of weird, don't you think? What is opponent spending all this time on? Like, you can think if you want, it's fine. I just, like... I don't understand why every action has to be so slow. Okay, that's fine. Cathartic Pyre. You got me. I'd like to draw some non-lands, by the way. Oh, Farmer's guaranteed to at least hit an Evolving Wilds. That's nice. And I guess, as long as you don't need the mana for next turn, like, you would always prefer to hit Evolving Wilds because it can dig a land up out of your deck. It's kind of interesting. I might want the mana next turn, but I have plenty of lands to play in case I do. So I think I just, no matter what's revealed here, I pick up the Evolving Wilds. Get slashed. Okay. We're up against a removal dude. Give me the Evolving Wilds. Right? Oh, by the way, the Scry no longer... We shuffled since mulliganing, so the card on the bottom is no longer known. Yeah, give me the Evolving Wilds so I can pick up a red. And also so I can just get that out of my deck. But I have nothing. My whole hand is just lands, so... If opponent, like, plays real creatures like this, I'm kind of toast. I can't even activate this, which is a real bummer. Oh no. Yeah, that's what you do to keep Coven. Pyre's pretty good. But I think I need to get out a creature first, and then next turn try to, like, Pyre and maybe Might of the Old Ways something. Actually, Pyre only does 3. Their stuff all has 4 toughness. What am I supposed to do about that? That's rough. Alright, I guess that's going to be the end of the game. Oh, well, that's not true. If I hit, like, Burn Down the House, we would be in with a shot. But it has to be this turn. Sure, a forest is pretty close to that. I mean, I guess I can draw here? I think I maybe shouldn't have played the forest, but I can't get up to 5 mana anyway. Okay. It's 10 life. Still pretty horrible. Oh. Well, in order to not die, I should block the 4/4. But obviously this is a losing plan in general. I don't know. Burn Down the House is still an out. No dice? I mean, opponent had a couple removal spells, and that was all they needed. I only had a couple creatures. Actually, I had quite a few. Or no, these guys got milled by the farmer. I didn't play them. I just played these two, and then eventually I played this when I was already lost. All right, well, 5 wins isn't too bad. I can live with that. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.